Want to grow your business and take it to the next level? Well, here we all are, and we're going to show you how through hard work, perseverance, and a little help and know-how, you can take things to the next level and push the success of your business even further. Let's get going.
Welcome everyone, your next session of the Practiceology Podcast, the science of running a profitable allied health business that works without you. A little bit left field today. We're going to go with Salena Kulkarni. We're going to talk about developing sustainable income and investments and other things, which is big on our health business owners should know all about. Salena, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure. Great to be here. Thanks, Paul.
Quick formal introduction. Salena Kulkarni is an Amazon best-selling author, chartered accountant, certified property investment advisor, and founder of the Freedom Warrior Mastermind. She's also the author of the book, The Freedom Warrior. She's been an avid property investor for 2 decades, growing a multi-million-dollar cash flow positive portfolio of her own and helping dozens of other investors do the same. Over this time, she's explored, tested and proven a range of powerful alternative investment strategies, created unique frameworks to minimize risk, maximize return and save time and money. Most of all, she loves to share her knowledge, which she's doing today, experience and network with other investors who are looking for alternative property strategies to grow their wealth faster and more securely so they can achieve lifestyle and financial freedom. Sounds impressive, Salena. You ready to go for, and again, Practiceology Podcast, 7 minutes of high quality content. Your time starts now. Salena, who was your ideal client?
So I work with business owners who are running a good business and generating good income, but want some help to fast track their financial freedom.
Okay, question number 2. And what is the problem you actually solve? So what do you help them with?
Yeah, so look, every day I see business owners pouring millions of dollars into property and shares with the hopes of eventually achieving financial freedom, but only a minuscule number of people actually succeed as investors. And, you know, a lot of them find that they build net worth, but not income. So I help business owners build that predictable, sustainable 6-figure passive income and shave as much time as possible, sometimes decades, off their timeline to hitting their goals.
Beautiful. Well, we've got 6 minutes and 8 seconds left. We're on fire. Question 3. What are the typical symptoms people experience when they don't have financial freedom or sustainable income? What happens to them?
Look, I think the big challenge is that for a lot of business owners, they see the highest ROI is in their business, so they invest everything into that. The other problems are the banks aren't willing to lend them money, so they kind of put it in the too hard basket. They realize that to replace their current income, they need multiple millions in property to come anywhere close. They've outsourced to gurus, and the results suck. Investments are delivering paltry cash flow, and it's just not enough to live off. And you've arbitrarily decided to invest in your local market because you just don't understand anything else.
It happens. This happens all the time. Question number 4, with 5 minutes and 15 seconds left. What are the common mistakes people make when trying to achieve financial freedom or sustained income? What do they do wrong?
Yeah, look, it's interesting. I think people, they want the great results, but they also want to do what everybody else is doing. And what I've learned, if you do what everybody else is doing, you can't possibly achieve, extraordinary results. So, I'm definitely an advocate for think outside the square. If you want to create alpha, meaning higher than average results, you've got to look outside what the masses are doing. So thinking that a higher net worth is going to solve all your financial problems, the pursuit of more, it's sometimes not the right thinking.
Okay. Question number 5 with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left. What's one valuable free action, Salena? So what can people do to help them implement and solve this financial freedom problem? What can they do about it?
Look, I think the number one thing that I think could really be an instant win for people is understanding this concept of measuring opportunity cost. Like we give it lip service, but we don't really know how to do it. So I've got this really great calculator, which I'm happy to share with people, which helps you work out if you just did what you're currently doing from a wealth creation point of view, how long, how many years till you hit your financial goals. And then I show you how it contrasts to, well, if you tweaked what you did and brought in a bit of alternative strategy, what would that do to your timeline? And it's a great visual for helping you understand whether what you're doing is cool and you're on track with, or it's, still a long way off.
And where do they get that? Happy to share that?
Yeah, absolutely. If you just email me, Salena, Salena, at Freedom Warrior, freedomwarrior.com.au, I'll just send it to you. It's a great calculator that I've built. Because
it sounds what they're missing, Salena, they haven't worked out the drivers. They haven't analysed their current situation with enough depth.
Yeah, people often think they're doing all the right things, but when you fast forward where they are, some people are 20, 30, 40 years away from actually getting any kind of meaningful income out of their portfolio.
All right, with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left, question 6. What is one valuable free resource? You've already given one, so we're going to do another one. A valuable free resource you can direct people to that will further help them solve their financial freedom problems.
I think a lot of people who come to me are fascinated by the concept of alternative wealth and alternative, investments, but they just don't know enough about it. There's very little information about it. So I've actually finally put together a playbook for business owners, which really just covers what are they, why should you consider them, how does it affect your timeline, what are the strategies, how do you do good due diligence. And I think it's just it's a good way for people to get a taste of, is this something that I want to explore?
And where do they get it?
Again, just email me and I'll send it to you.
And what's the email address again, Salena?
So Salena, Salena, at freedomwarrior.com.au.
Beautiful. And with 1 minute and 58 seconds left, what's the one question I should have asked you that would give great value to our audience trying to get financial freedom, Salena?
Yeah, great question. I would say measure progress to goals, not absolutes. So take the emphasis away from things like what's my net worth and focus on things like what percentage of your income have you replaced outside of your business. We call that in my program, we call that Nkosi, which is the Zulu word for tribal leader. And it's really just a reflection of, from a financial point of view, how successful have you been?
Beautiful. And the email address again, where do they barrage you with their questions, requests for these items?
Yes, this is my personal email address.
You're brave.
Yeah, Salena, Salena, at freedomwarrior.com.au.
And the book, again, give it a plug because it's a great read. What's the book and where do they get it?
Yeah, the Freedom Warrior. You can get it on Amazon or you can come to the website and get it through there. So whichever.
And
happy to post out any copies to people who maybe live not too far away.
And what will they learn from the book, Salena? So what will they get from the book?
I think what they'll get is a fresh perspective on how to build wealth in a different way to what modern society thinks is the norm. How to basically hit your financial goals before 65. Well before 65.
Beautiful. Well, your time has just paused. Well done, Salena. You've knocked it over in 7 minutes. Thanks for being part of the Practiceology Podcast.
Appreciate it.
Thanks again. Talk to you soon.